Okay, so I didn't really have room for this, but if you want to write this like up above in that extra little spot above E, um, we're gonna have to use the cosine rule if you know three sides and no angle. And anytime you have two sides and the included angle. Now, what I say about sine, I say to use sine, you need a corresponding angle and side. So what I mean by that, if you have this angle, you need to have this side. You always need a pair that goes together. This angle, this side, this angle, this side. But you always need to, in order to use law of sine, you always need a corresponding angle and side. Okay, so I've done this particular problem without law of sine and it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. But with law of sine, this is beautiful. All right, so the first thing I want you to understand, we want to find how tall this is, okay? So if I could find this side, since I know this angle and this is a right angle, then we could find that hypotenuse. So we kind of have to work our way around it. What do we know? All right. Can you figure this angle out? Well, if this angle is 41.2 and this is 180, I'm going to draw A, T, B. I'm going to draw this out. Okay. So this is 29.7. The beacons from A to B are 1473. How can I find this angle? Well, I know this is 180 minus 41.2. This angle here is 138. Oh, 0.8, sorry. I just said 2 from here. That's 0.8. Now, can I find this angle? Well, if you know three or two angles and a triangle, we find the third one. So let me write this out if this would help. To find the measure of angle ABT, right in this corner here, we did 180 minus 41.2 to get 138.8. Now I want to find the measure of angle ATB. And so if I add these two up, subtract from 180, so add these two up, minus from 180, and I think 11.5. As soon as I know this angle, notice I have an angle and a corresponding side. So I can use my side, 1473, over sine of my angle, corresponding side and angle. That's going to equal, remember we want to find this side here. Let's just call this x. X is across from sine of 29.7. So now I'm going to cross multiply, solve for x. So x sine of 11.5 equals 1473 sine of 29.7. So x equals 1473 times sine of 29.7 divided by sine of 11.5. And I'm going to give a little bit more than normal. Let's use 3660.62. So this length right here, 36, I'll just say 0 for right now. Well, now we have a right triangle where I know one angle and the side. I can find that height because now I can do my SOHCAHTOA because I have a right angle. We had to use law of sine here because there was no right angle. Well, H is my opposite. My 3660 is my hypotenuse. So I'm going to take sine of 41.2 equals my height over 3660. So then I'm going to multiply both sides by 3660 to get H by itself. And I believe is 2410 meters. Now, be kind of careful. I was kind of hesitant here. Depending on if you use the exact value, if you use 3660, depending on the value you use, that might adjust your numbers. So I would probably use as many decimals. Write down whatever decimal you use to find your final answer. Write that down in your problem. So this is the most accurate it can be.